Hi everyone, this is Migs from Sneaks and Ball PH, and today we have a detailed review on the Adidas ZX 10000 Krusty Burger. To start things off, when I first saw leaks of these on the internet and when it finally popped up on the Adidas website, it just really took me by surprise because, I didn't really expect Adidas to make a collaboration with the Simpsons. And even if they did, I would have expected it to be like something with Bart or maybe with Homer. But the fact that they decided to go with the Krusty Burger look just makes it super unique and super awesome in my opinion. I am a 90s kid, so I pretty much grew up watching The Simpsons. And The Simpsons, if I'm not mistaken, just finished their 32nd season, which is definitely a very, very long time. And there are a lot of rumors that viewership has been down for the past few years. And Fox just might decide to cancel The Simpsons altogether. But hey, if The Simpsons do stop after 32 seasons, then it's been a hell of a run. And 32 is a long, long time. Especially on TV where things don't really last long at all. Then when I was buying the shoe, I did see that there were a lot of other ZX shoes available on the Adidas site, and I kinda got curious because I don't really know anything about the ZX series. But after taking a deep dive, I think I can explain it to you guys. Although it is a little bit tricky and a little confusing, so please bear with me. The Adidas ZX series started in the 80s as a running shoe, and their claim to fame was that revolutionary torsion system. I'm not sure if any of you have noticed, but most running shoes from the 80s and early 90s were just pretty solid slabs that were definitely quite a lot heavier than today's running shoes, and were pretty clunky as well. Adidas was able to shave a lot of weight off their running shoes by carving out the middle of the shoe and introducing the torsion system. Essentially what Adidas did is mainly focus the cushioning and the traction on the forefoot and heel of the shoe while having that torsional bar in the middle. This was definitely revolutionary at the time because it introduced a new weight to give you midfoot support while making the overall tooling of the shoe a lot lighter. In the mid-80s, you didn't have that torsional system just yet, but Adidas was really starting to get their feet wet in the running market with the Adidas ZX 500 and 800. Then in 1989, with the torsion system ready to go, you had models like the Adidas ZX 4000, 5000, 6000, and 8000. Then the last member of that original ZX series would be the Adidas ZX 10000, which we have here in the Krusty Burger collaboration. So essentially, the ZX series to Adidas is what the Air Max series was to Nike because instead of having the Air Max 1, the Air Max 90, the Air Max 95, 96, 97, you had the Adidas ZX 4000, 5000, 6000, 8000, and 10000. Then the first time that Adidas really tried to play up on the whole ZX heritage was in 2008 to 2009, which was pretty much a series of ZX shoes, which were in collaboration with brands such as Bodega. Then fast forward to 2020 and 2021, you once again have the A to ZX series, and for those who don't know, the A to ZX series is just a series of 26 shoes, and it's 26 because A to Z, therefore 26 letters in the alphabet, and with this Krusty Burger collaboration, this is the shoe that's in the spot for letter K. But just some notable ones that I can remember off the top of my head would be the letter L for Lego and U for the University of Miami. We really don't have enough time in this video to go through all of the 26 shoes, but I will have some links down below in the description box, which will lead you to sites where you can see all 26 of the drops. Then for the tech specs on the Adidas ZX 10000, here on the outsole you have a very thick and very aggressive traction pattern that makes use of these large rubber lugs. It's definitely something that's so signature with runners from the late 80s, since durability was pretty much the main focus, and it's not like the running shoes today that can wear out after a couple of 100 miles. With shoes built with tread like this, I think it's safe to say that these will last a pretty long time. Then for the cushion, you do have a full-length EVA midsole, and it definitely is pretty basic. This was definitely long before any of the Boost or 4D stuff that Adidas has today, and was even a full decade before Adiprene or Adiprene Plus. It is pretty basic, but it does feel pretty soft underfoot, all things considered. And you also have the proprietary cushion technology of Adidas at the time, which was their soft cell foam. I can't really feel it much at all, and I just feel that EVA midsole. But the benefit of having an all EVA midsole is that this shoe is pretty light, especially when you compare it to other runners at the time. Then for the materials with this Krusty Burger collaboration, they really used a lot of materials on the shoe. And though the materials don't really feel that premium, they are really soft and lightweight. You also have a lot of different panels on the shoe, which makes the shoe look and feel pretty unique. You have some canvas material here on the toe, as well as here in the forefoot connecting to the bottom two eyelets, and this ankle ankle collar piece which attaches to the top two eyelets. Then behind that round of canvas on the toe, you have this red felt material, and no, I'm not gonna call it suede, because it really does feel like felt and is super thin on top of that. But even though it feels pretty cheap, I do like that they tried to put an assortment of materials on the shoe, since you also have that felt material here on the midfoot, as well as in this small piece near the ankle collar. You have these nylon straps on the midfoot panel as well, which connects to this plastic piece which serves as the middle eyelets. Then you have that rubbery plastic external heel counter. Then for the heel, it's pretty much covered with this chenille material. That's definitely the most unique material on the shoe. Then for the main body of the shoe, you do have a soft neoprene. That's basically the underlying material for all of the panels I mentioned earlier. You can see it here on the top of the toe, here at the midfoot underneath all of those panels, here at the ankle collar and top of the heel, and on the tongue as well. Then for fit and sizing, I did go true to size with the Adidas ZX 10000, and it fit me pretty well. This was a running shoe back in the day, but just like how we treat the Air Max 90 today, most people, if not all, just use these for walking casually. It does have a tiny bit of extra space here in the forefoot, and that just might be because it used to be a running shoe, which means that having a little bit of extra space in the forefoot would really help in terms of foot splaying when running. I didn't really mind that extra little bit of dead space, because I am just gonna use these to casually walk around, so going through the size is definitely what I would recommend, whether you have a narrow foot, a normal width foot, or a wide foot. Then for the aesthetic details, you do have gum rubber on the outsole and those thick rubber lugs. You also have the soft cell branding on the yellow circle here at the heel, and of course you have that Adidas torsion system here in the middle. Then moving on to the midsole, that EVA is white, but for a small portion here at the heel, it's this bright red. Then on the upper, it is quite amazing how they were able to get all of the colors of the Krusty Burger and make it in such a way that it was very coherent and tastefully done. For the white accents, you have it here on the plastic heel clip, those plastic pieces that serve as the middle eyelets, and the flat laces that come with the shoe out of the box. It does come with an extra pair of black laces, but I think I'm gonna keep the white ones because I think it just looks cleaner that way. And then for the other colors of the shoe, you do have this sort of cream or very slight off-white here on the neoprene body of the shoe, as well as that rand of canvas here at the toe. You have a tiny bit of red here on this small felt piece on the forefoot. You have that pink felt on the lateral and medial side of the midfoot, and on the lateral side you have the Adidas torsion logo. You also have brown on the shoe here on the forefoot as well as here on the ankle collar with that brown canvas material. Then you have these greenish blue nylon straps here on the midfoot, which also serve as the Adidas 3 stripes. You have that same shade of green here on the chenille at the heel, and on the heel as well you have the Adidas trefoil logo. You have that same Adidas trefoil logo here on the top of the tongue, and it's really nice how they baked all of the Krusty Burger goodness into the shoe, because the Adidas trefoil logos on the shoe have Krusty's signature colors on them. That chenille at the back is there to represent Krusty's curly hair. You have that brown that symbolizes the Krusty Burger buns, which is also why you have some embroidered sesame seeds. Then for the pink, this is pretty much to commemorate Krusty's shirt, and it's just that attention to detail that makes this Krusty Burger collaboration just stand out. Oh, and before I forget, you do have these light blue lace doubres with the Adidas torsion system branding, but you also have some extra ones in the box, with a red one as well as a green with that torsion branding as well, and my personal favorite and the one that I'm probably gonna put on the shoe instead of the one it comes with out of the box, which is that Krusty Burger lace doubre. Then for the overall aesthetics, I think that Adidas just did a super good job with this collaboration, because not only did they get all of the colors right, but they put some really nice details like those sesame seeds, as well as this heel portion that mimics Krusty's hair, and the design overall just really pops out. And you also have these black lines all throughout the shoe, and you also have these black lines all around the piping of the panels, which makes the shoe have this sort of cartoon look, which is pretty reminiscent of how the Stewie LeBron 6s look, with that sort of cartoonified upper. The overall shape and build of the shoe is also a big plus, because it really has that retro runner look to it, and just the paneling overall really lent itself to a collaboration like this. Then for the price on the Adidas ZX 10000 Krusty Burger, it retails for 7,000 pesos here in the Philippines, or $130 US. It is a pretty good price for a retro runner, and I think it's at the same price as the Air Max 90, so it's pretty at par with the competition. And although I do think that the materials could have been upgraded, I do appreciate that they were able to keep the price down to $130 US, because this is a collaboration with Krusty Burger and the Simpsons, so you had to pay for rights and all of that stuff. So kudos to Adidas, because not only did they give us a pretty kick-ass collab, but they were also able to sell it at a reasonable price. As far as I know, there are still a few sizes available on the Adidas website, but for those who don't have their sizes available on the site anymore, I do hope and I do expect Adidas to restock these in the near future, so just keep an eye out for that if your size is out of stock. So there you have it guys, that was my detailed review on the Adidas ZX 10000 Krusty Burger. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Then if you have any comments, questions, or any suggestions for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below as well. Then also make sure to join the SNBPH Sneaker Hunters Facebook group because that's where I'll be doing my monthly giveaways. I will be leaving a link to the Facebook group down below, so please do join. Then if you haven't already yet, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. It would help us out a lot here at Sneaks and Ball PH.